This is amazing right here. Everybody, I need a big round of applause. Legend, Mr. Sean Thompson, everybody. This is so unexpected. Oh my God, I'm stoked. Yes, bro. Of course, please. You guys, this is like gnarly right here. Sean Thompson's on Cotes Cube. One more time, give it up. Wow, big news for you. Hollywood, huge premiere. Tell us what you got cooking right now.
Well, I've got a new film. I'm hoping you're all going to come and see it tonight. It's called Bustin' Down the Door. It shows at the Lido Theatre tonight at 7:45 and at 10 o'clock. And we've just had awesome reviews. Chris saw it. He said it's the best surf documentary ever, so I like that. Thank you.
Yes, and I didn't even know I was going to see him. It is the best surf documentary. I mean, one of the best surf films I've ever made. How did you, like, I mean, obviously you lived through that whole era, you know, the Bronze Aussies, all the boys in Hawaii. How did it come to you to just be like, man, this story's got to be told?
Well, I just think it was an untold story about surfing. I think it's a story that has as much relevance for kids as it does for guys of my generation. It's about kids putting everything on the line in and out of the water to make their dreams come true. And I think it's very exciting. I like to call it a docudrama. We had one guy shout out in the audience last night, it's not a docudrama, it's a rockudrama.
Nice, it's a rockudrama.
So it's got great music from the guys, bands in the 70s, David Bowie, Iggy Pop and the Stooges, who pretty much invented punk rock, and Leonard Cohen, and just some great original compositions, some really hot new music, great interviews with Kelly Slater, Andy Irons, some of the best guys today, Rob Machado, plus the great guys from that generation. And it's got amazing photography, and it's just a cool movie. You know, you go and see the movie and you come out wanting to hit the Dawn Patrol.
Seriously, no, and I watched the movie, and I think what was crazy to me was the way that you guys surfed Pipeline and Sunset and Waimea on like boards that now we would just see hanging up in restaurants, you know,
or you'd have a stand-up paddle.
Yeah, seriously. I better not see you doing that right here. You know, tell us about surfing like Pipeline and those waves on basically, you know, we would call it like old equipment now, but back then it was kind of new. But what's the difference between surfing pipe on a twin fin or single fin as opposed to doing it on a new tri-fin?
Well, boards have evolved tremendously. Boards continue to evolve. I mean, our basic board that we used to ride back then when Pipeline was 10 to 12 feet was 710. That was kind of the basic size. Today, most of the guys are riding like 6'9" to 7'0", so there's a massive improvement in the length. The boards have got a lot more curve today, so you can take off a lot later. The guys, Kelly and Andy and Bruce and those guys are taking off right under the lip. We kind of had to paddle over the edge, and paddling over the edge on a 12-foot wave is not such a good experience. But I think what was the same then and the same now is that in order to be successful and in order to win contests, in order to create a name for yourself, you had to paddle over that edge with absolute commitment. You had to believe in yourself, and you had to want it really, really badly.
Really bad, really bad. Well, I mean, basically in the movie, you kind of you explain how the beginnings of, I guess, really competitive pro surfing started. So, you know, for all the fans here today, without these guys, none of this would be possible. So again, you know, give it up, Sean Thompson and his bros, because they made it all happen. Was it like, I mean, that must have been, it was just, you know, a small group of guys, yourself, some Hawaiians, you know, some guys from here in Florida, just like, we got to make this thing real. How did you guys really just get the nerve to just go, let's do this?
Well, it was a very small group of guys, and essentially surfing back then in the 70s was just considered a counterculture lifestyle. Surfers had very little respect. They thought all surfers were teenage dropouts, drug addicts. I mean, surfing had no respect. And I think us young guys from South Africa and Australia had a vision that one day we'd be able to make a living out of going surfing. And particularly Rabbit Bartholomew. Rabbit was 1978 world champion. He was inducted today into the Surfers Hall of Fame up in front of Huntington Surf and Sport. And he had a vision. You know, he in our film he talks about this dream that he had, that all he wanted from surfing, he wanted to change surfing, and all he wanted to do was to be able to walk down the main street of his town and get respect. Just get respect as a surfer. That's all he wanted. And he had this dream of being one day making a living from going surfing. And what was amazing for us, and as we show in the film, is that our dream came true. And it's not often in life that you have a dream and you make the dream come true, and we were lucky it happened in our time.
I mean, I can't say enough good things about this movie. Busting Down the Door, Look at that. I got to get one of those shirts, man.
I got one for you.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm going to, you guys want me to put Sean on the grill? Let's put him on the grill. That's fun. All right. Are you ready for this?
Is a gorilla going to come out the corner?
A gorilla is going to, she's going to tackle you right after this. So get ready. All right. We're just going to give you 3. We're going to take it easy on you because we love you.
Is it no spelling, is it?
No, there's no spelling. We're going to put you on the grill. These are questions written by these good people out here. All right. How fast is the fastest surfer on Earth?
Well, Mick Fanning, I know this for a fact because the Australian Institute of Sport did a study on him. Mick Fanning's the fastest surfer on Earth, and his bottom turns have been clocked at 73 miles an hour.
Come on, 73 miles an hour. That's
a bottom. That's a bottom turn.
I'm gonna clock him. That's amazing. All right, this is an interesting question. Is it fun playing hockey?
Well,
it wasn't written by me. Somebody wants to know that.
Indoor hockey is fun.
All right, there you go. This is a scary question. Do sharks like surfers?
Sharks do like surfers, unfortunately. My dad was actually very badly attacked by a shark, so unfortunately sharks do like surfers, but it's not reciprocal.
It's not reciprocal. All right, last question for you on the grill. Do you like bacon?
I'll have to answer no there. I'm a nice Jewish boy. It ain't kosher, buddy. I don't eat it.
All right. Well, we'll give you that one. All right. Thank you, Sean. Hey, everybody, be sure to go see the movie, guys. Down the door.
Yo.
The best movie ever. There you go. See? We get legends on this show, Heather. That was awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Cotes Cube. Go to transworldsurf.com. Don't forget to check out the model search. And give it up one more time for beautiful Miss Transworld Surf, Heather Rose.